A lot of couples who come to therapy are caught in a cycle of argument, conflict, each person getting suddenly triggered, sometimes over apparently small things, but ending up in pretty big conflicts fairly quickly, and conflicts that don't get fully resolved or easily resolved. One way somebody like myself can intervene there is helping people communicate and do conflict better, and that's valid. This tool or strategy, however, is more of a preventive or proactive approach where we build up a sort of a cushion or a buffer between the two people, a sort of emotional reserve that we can draw on when we do get triggered, hence the term emotional bank account. So how it works is we go out of our way to make our partners feel seen, to feel heard, to feel appreciated, to feel cherished. We're looking for opportunities all day, every day to connect and to, in a sense, celebrate our partners and not just the relationship itself, to actively make it clear that this is something very valuable to us and that our partners are something that is deeply appreciated and valued. So you're building up this sort of buffer, this bank account, for want of a better description. Then when those days come where you do trigger each other, and they will come, we're less likely to go from 0 to 100. We're less likely to jump into that automatic sort of ego-driven defense attack stance. We're much more likely to think, oh, this is somewhat out of character. They're behaving coldly or dismissively or selfishly, according to my mind. But given that there's been, say, 4 or 5 days where they've been nothing like that, they've been the opposite of those sort of traits, we're more likely to come to them then from a point of view of curiosity or empathy or a desire to understand. We're more likely to think things like, well, maybe they're troubled by something else. Maybe they've had a really tough day. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're overwhelmed. Rather than, if there is no bank account there, we're much more likely to jump to conclusions like they just don't care. They're just all about themselves, etc., and respond accordingly. The beauty of this is it's an absolute pleasure to do for the person who's practicing it, because it involves stating and demonstrating openly how appreciative and grateful you are for what you have, for the person you've got to share your life with, and for the relationship that you've got. And as we all know, we tend to take these things for granted. We tend to overlook the goal that's right in front of us. So it's quite liberating to do it for the person doing it. Ideally, of course, we want both people to be doing it. Build up that buffer so that, as I say, when those triggers happen, and they don't have the same sort of catastrophic effect. They're approached more with curiosity and a desire to understand and reconnect.